Hey guys, Christina here. Today I am with David Thompson. This guy inspires me for about 7 years. He is the owner of Burn Dallas. For September, I decided to honor David and his amazing work for the Wellness Awareness Month. David has an incredible work with his community. I have been feeling so much better physically, mentally, emotionally, and overall.
My name is David Thompson, former NFL football player for the St. Louis Rams. Moved here to Dallas, Texas 22 years ago. Got into the health and fitness industry, met my beautiful wife, Juanita. We have 2 beautiful kids, David Jr. and Brianna. And it's just a wonderful thing to be here in Dallas and to meet such wonderful people and to really explore and push myself, which forced me to learn more about my body and about health and fitness. I ran a business, Camp Dave Fit, in Addison, and we acquired Burn Dallas, and it's more strength, core, cardio, and function. And we have a nice, I say the perfect blend, to strengthen the body without getting bulky, and to apply some of the knowledge and the things I've learned throughout my football career, how to stay healthy and how to stay fast, fit, and for longevity.
Wonderful. Very similar to what I created at Kasa Dallas. We are going to explore a little bit, so come with us and enjoy some tips to age well, right? Age with a healthy body and a healthy mind.
Man, let's do it. We're gonna start with the body weight squats. With the feet shoulder width apart, shoulders are back. She's gonna initiate by pushing her hips back and trying to keep her knees back behind her toes. The squat is gonna work primarily the quads, her glutes, and hamstrings, and drawing in her core, and as she'll come up, she'll engage her glutes as well. It's mostly best to push your feet into the ground and squeeze and stand up. Perfect job, perfect job. Give me one more. Good. Squats are so important. Regardless of who you are and what age you are, we all need to be able to squat and get up out of the squat. Squats are also good for quads, glutes, and hamstrings. Increase your core strength, leg strength, and increase your hormone activity.
So important for us in the 50s especially.
Amen.
Menopause, ladies.
Amen. I don't know much about it, but I've heard a lot. Now, the next exercise will be the reverse lunge. The reverse lunge is a lot safer than a forward lunge and is less stressful on her knees or also your kneecaps or patella. So we'll stand with shoulder width apart. We're gonna drop back into a lunge by keeping the back leg straight.
Okay.
So when we drop back, drop your weight into your quad, hamstrings and glute, pull yourself up. Other leg, drop back, and then pull yourself forward. I also like to tell clients when they're climbing stairs, you want to pull yourself forward going up the stairs, and you can feel less stress on your knees because you are actually using your biggest muscle groups in your body, which is your quads, glutes, and your hamstrings. And also, again, that increases hormone activity and helps you feel stronger as you get older. Doesn't matter if you have access to a gym or not, you can do squats and you can do some lunges.
And this work that I do here with David, it complements so well my practice at Kasa Yoga Dallas as well to my students. It helps me to teach them. I understand the importance of to hold and tight the muscles. The contraction on the muscles is everything, right?
That's very
And that's
correct.
what sends the bones all the minerals and everything that they need to support us. The skeletal muscle is the biggest system to maintain us able to walk and run and play and keep the mobility.
Be able to function. Amen.
Yeah.
That's right. That'll lead us right into being, like you said, being able to hold.
Yes.
That'll lead us right into the core. As you can see here, Christina is holding a plank. She's got her feet shoulder width apart. Shoulders are locked up. Her abs are drawn in, drawing her navel to her spine for stability. This is very, very good for your core and to strengthen your core. No movement, it is a lot of movement. She is stabilizing right now. This exercise is so good for you to learn how to stabilize your core, get stronger, because with a weak core, you don't have much going. With a strong core, you have a lot going for you. Now, if this is too hard, she can go into a modified version, drop her knees to the floor, tuck her tailbone, recruit the abs and keep the core drawn in and relax through the shoulders, and this will be just fine. Core stabilization is another great way to get stronger, feel stronger, and to help you move better later.
Excellent.
Excellent. Girl, that was pretty solid. Solid. So the next will be a lunge and a trunk twist. Let's use a fancy word.
Yeah.
Unilateral.
Ooh, I
Or
like that.
asymmetrical.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Somebody's going to Google that. All right. All right. Here we go.
Look, they look pretty and they're smart.
Yeah, they know something. What's asymmetrical? Another great exercise for your core is stabilizing yourself in a lunge position, also known as being in an asymmetrical position. Christina will drop back into a lunge, take a full breath, diaphragmatic breath, and as she exhales, she's gonna turn toward her up arm, come back, inhale, exhale and turn again, and then come back. That is another great exercise to stabilize the trunk, stabilize your core, and to help you get better balance, proprioception, and it helps with the foot-ankle complex, knees, hips, and your hips to have more control of what you're doing.
I love the word proprioception that you use here. I also use when I teach yoga because incredibly, so many people don't have that. Sometimes we say flex your toes, flex your ankle, extend your knees. They just cannot have that perception, internal perception. And that's so important for us to maintain the brain and the body connection. That is the proprioception. When you know that you are going to need your feet to take the first step, right? Or to run, or to play the sport that you want, or just come in and do your workout. That maintain our stability and our awareness.
I love that.
In terms of the body and the brain connection. So important these days.
I like to say I train clients from 8 to 80.
Yes.
And my oldest client was 84 years old.
Uh-huh.
And we trained getting up off the floor, getting up, taking steps, turning. If she was to become disoriented, how can she recover? We practiced falling down, getting up.
Yeah.
And for a few times that has saved her. Her dog would get in her way, she'd trip over her dog.
Yeah.
She learned to get up and know where she was in time and space. So all of these exercises do apply to functional, which is exactly right. That's perfect.
Absolutely. Same in Kasa Yoga. My oldest client is 82.
This exercise here that Christina is going to demonstrate is the ladder press. It's a shoulder press, but it is also unilateral. As if she was climbing a ladder, she's going to fire her core with her shoulders coming from hips up. So her feet are shoulder width apart. She's going to have a breath in, and as she press, she's going to exhale and exhale on each press, and inhale on the way down, press and exhale on the way up. Each time she press, she's giving me a little side bend throughout her rib cage. That side bend activates a muscle deep into the core, also known as the quadratus lumborum. It is a hip hiker muscle, meaning it also hikes the hip. But since her feet are on the floor, it's allowing her to side bend to the hips, and that also activates the core, shoulders, upper chest, and some back. Great for the shoulders, great for strengthening. If you have to reach to get something, don't just reach. Lean and get it, side bend and get it.
When we work with the body at the wall, so I usually have the students with their hands up in the wall and we extend the sides of the core. And then I ask them to notice, to have the perception of the elongation of the side of the body from the foot all the way to the top of the fingers. So they just connect with that side. And it's so important to maintain the stability.
Yes, that's perfect. I love that.
Okay, so being healthy, right? I think these days more than ever, I am so aware about what is important for me to live well. I can have any kinds of problems, and I do have. But one problem that I don't want to have, and I try to prevent as much as I can, is to have health problems. I have been in a mental illness situation. I have been in a physical illness situation in the past. And as I age, I prevent and I work on this every day, that in the past 10 years, I have been healthier than I was before. So for this month of wellness awareness, I want to honor our body, our mind. How can I age healthier every single day? So this is the message from me to our community, Kasa Yoga Dallas, Burn. It's important, guys, to every day do a little bit for your health.
I second that 100%. I agree with you about moving. You have to keep moving. Make it a thing every day to walk, exercise, play a puzzle, communicate. I truly believe it's going to help us push through.
Yes.
So as we talk about health and wellness and talk about this month, specifically this month, and for the rest of your life,
Yes.
keep in mind that you have to move. You need to move. Move as if your life depends on it, because it does. I think we get a good message across the country about getting
Yes.
out and really thinking about your health. But Christina, I love what you do. I love your mentality. I love your soundness. I love how you're always
you.
collected. I love it. And when you
you.
come into the room, it brightens up the place.
I feel the same about you. And that's exactly the message, guys. When you move, when you develop this perception of how well I feel, the light comes naturally.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We enlight because we are aligned with ourselves. And so this is the importance. It's not to look good, it's not to show off.
Right.
No, that's not important.
Yeah.
The important is when you go home at night, you still feel good. I tell my students, you can feel tired, but don't feel lazy.
Yes, I agree.
Don't let the laziness be part of your life.
Yes.
Because that's the first step for a lot of bad things
Yeah.
in the mind and the body. This guy is an example for me. I come here for 7 years, 3 times a week, and I cannot live without David.
We appreciate you.
Your place and your mentality about how to really put this in our life is incredible. It makes a lot of difference in many people's lives.
I
and
appreciate
that's what life should be about.
Yeah, I appreciate you. We really enjoy what we do. We want to make sure when a person steps into this building, leave whatever it is.
Yes.
Leave it out there. In this place, we want it to be positive,
Yes.
because it's about you having a good time, being around your community, and just be here. When you're here, be here. So we
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.